You can find so many cool stuff at Gen Con. Amazing art like this, done by a dude like that there. It's Nigel. How are you, my friend?
Doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing really good right now. Tell me about what you got going on here art-wise, because it is really unique looking and really cool.
Well, I started off, I wanted to be an illustrator for gaming stuff.
Okay.
You know, like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. I played my entire life. And there's a buddy of mine, Andy Hop, who's another artist that does a lot of work for the industry. And I met him, and I started hanging out with him. I put together a portfolio, and I drew a piece once, and I said, and he said, draw me a dragon. And I was like, okay, cool. So I drew him this pirate dragon-looking thingy that was sliding down a rope.
Okay.
And stuff like that. And I had all these hash marks up on it. I had a whole backstory behind it, and stuff like that. And he's like, and I was like, here, man, what do you think? And he goes, yeah, that's not a dragon. And I said, no, you see, it's better because this is, you know, he's got this thing and he's you know, he's going to get ambushed, but he knows it because he's got good hearing, you know, stuff like that. And he's going to come down the rope and he's going to get that jump on him. And so he goes, no, I'm not saying it's not a cool piece of artwork. I'm just saying it's not a dragon, okay? And if I hired you to draw me a dragon, I would fire your ass. All right, and I was like, maybe I'm not an illustrator.
Huh.
And he said, no, I don't think you're an illustrator. So I kind of took that and ran with it. I just started doing the stuff that was in my head.
Okay.
And started setting up like at these shows and doing gallery work after that.
Okay.
And sort of, you know, kind of fell into the fine art community. By starting off in the fantasy art community, so it's like both communities, you know, really enjoy what I do, but I think there's like what I'm doing is accessible,
right?
Whereas a lot of like the fine art community isn't accessible.
Gotcha.
Well, I mean, not all of it, obviously, but
right.
There are some aspects of the fine art community where you're like, huh?
Exactly.
You know, and stuff like that. Whereas you can kind of look at my stuff and go, okay,
right? Like
just
over here, look.
Going on, but I'm not entirely certain what you're getting at.
That's not your traditional Superman.
No,
but it's pretty spectacular.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. The ones above them, like that. Those are all the 8 of them that are up there. Those are a series of called Modern Day Atrocities.
Okay.
And ultimately, like that, like for instance, that series is it's about love.
Okay.
And it's about how we fail at love. You know, it's like over medicating our children is one of them. You know, like you're putting your child on medication because you love them, even though it may not be in their best interest.
Right.
And stuff like that. Having no direction or outlet in your life. You know, people telling you what a great job you're doing, even though you're not going anywhere.
Right. Exactly.
Like objectification is based on you know, this idea of love, like admiration.
Right.
But you're not really expressing it well, you know?
Gotcha.
And stuff like that. So, I mean, it's that kind of thing. The final piece of the series will actually be about love itself. So that's the kind of thing that I'm bringing
there you go.
to the table here at the show. And I have the gaming community actually to thank for it, you know?
Nice.
You know, and so I've done Gen Con for, this is my 11th year.
Really? Nice. Well, the stuff is fantastic, man. And I see your 7 Deadly Sins over here.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
That's I did that one because of the you know, the song "The Devil Went Down to Georgia."
Yes, sir.
Well, I love that song.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, because at the end, Johnny goes to hell. All right, which the writer doesn't know.
Right.
Okay, he doesn't get that. He's just like, you beat the devil, man.
Exactly.
Woo! Yeah. United States.
But
you know, or whatever. You know, and stuff like that. And so, I'm like, no, dude, he gives in to greed and pride at the end of that, and he'll never ask for forgiveness, so he's going to hell.
He's going there, yeah.
All right, and so for me, and then it dawned on me that, like, when you talk about the 7 Deadly Sins, we always think of them as being these overarching, ridiculous things.
Yeah.
But like, you're gonna have to beep this.
Dude, that's fine.
That's
it's the internet. Everything goes, right?
Yeah. But like lust. Lust isn't about like fucking everybody you know.
Correct.
All right. Lust is about consuming another person and rationalizing away the guilt that you should be feeling for hurting a person.
Exactly.
You know, and stuff like that. And so it's all about rationalization.
Yeah.
You know, gluttony isn't about consuming lots of food or anything like that. It's about consuming yourself. It's about hurting you.
Right.
You know, and stuff like that. So you don't feel bad about it because I'm just hurting me. You know, who else is to blame? And you know, and then the same thing goes like pride is entitlement. You know, and stuff like that. And so they're all things that are overarching. Wrath is not about murder.
No.
You know, wrath is about wanting to hurt somebody. You You know, it's like, but not doing it.
Right.
So you're like, well, I didn't do it, so it's okay.
Right. Exactly.
See, these are all, and I'm not a religious guy. You know, like I don't know what I am. All right, this doesn't matter. So, I mean, I'm good with that. You know.
Right.
So you know, I'm not a religious guy, but I love the concept of the seven deadly sins. You know, it's that idea that like there are things that we do and we rationalize away. We should feel bad about what we're doing.
Yeah.
But we don't.
No.
And kind of again, you know, so that series is to bring that concept forward, and it gives me an avenue to talk about that philosophy that I have.
Nice. Very well done. See, kids, you get awesome art and an education. You don't get that everywhere.
Not everywhere.
You can thank this guy for it.
Well, thanks, guys.
Well, thanks for taking time, brother. I really
Hey, no
appreciate it.
problem.